my house. This is my temple. This is my church. This building give me life. This building create high. This building is history. This building is a product of the 1981 riot in Brixton. This building was opened 1984 due to the Lord Scarman report showing the racist against black people. My name is Steadman Scott, founder of Afewee Training Center based inside this building, Brixton Recreation Center. But as Brixtonian, we don't call this building the Recreation Center. We call this building the Recreation Center because it was meant to recreate my generation and future generation. I have been living in my community, Brixton, for 50 years. Arrived from Jamaica as a young boy to live with my mother and stepmother at 45 Shakespeare Road, 800 yards from this building here. My father and stepmother have passed away. May their soul rest in peace. My friend and I, Tony Goldring, set up Afewee 1997 as a volunteer organization to bring role models and stars in our community. What is the meaning of Afewee? It's a Jamaican slang. In my words, it means Afewee. But in your words, I said, it's for we. So it's so nice and soft. Okay? Yes, Afewee means it's for the community. It's for us. Afewee purpose in life, our mission, is to put belief, passion, hard work, and discipline. So our youngsters know that said, I can get to the top. When I was around, these things wasn't around. There was no equal opportunity. There was nobody to motivate us. I want to take you back as a young man growing up in Brixton. Imagine yourself as a 10-year-old with speech impaired, arrived in England from Jamaica in the 60s, at a time when black people didn't have no identity, wasn't recognized, didn't have a voice, was invisible because of the color of your skin. My father's generation was the Windrush generation. We are the first generation to be educated underneath the English system. My experience of English education was from the age of 10 to 15, 5 years. My memory of the classes was sitting at the back due to my speech problem. My only fun was playtime doing football and boxing. But there was one teacher. She would come to the back of the class, sit down with me, and take her time, help me to break up the words in English so I could pronounce it. This lady showed me passion, patience, discipline. She makes her impact so big that Afewee principle based on my experience of her classroom. So every kid who come into Afewee have to have belief. We try to inspire them, let them know hard work, passion can get you to the top. Because I know that it wasn't around when I was young. During the 18 years Afewee has been running, we have 33 signed professional players, 33 signed players to the professional club. 17 of these are signed professional players, 16 are still in the academy. Our biggest star, our brightest star, played for England last night. Clyne. Clyne was bought from Southampton to Liverpool for 12.5 million. We also have a player in every London Premiership club and a player in every division. We have players abroad. Karen play in America. Mandela play in Germany. Mandela is the second English player to be playing in Germany, come from Afewee. And we also have Zelly play in Scotland. Due to the success of Afewee and the 2011 riot in Brixton, Afewee decided to set up a boxing club. The boxing club now, during the time the boxing club have been running, we have two young men who won scholarship. One of these scholarships is to Winchester Public School, which is it's the oldest public school in this country. We also have one other one who win a full fitness boxing scholarship. And we have one professional boxer, heavyweight, AJ Carter. Correct name, AJ Big Dog Carter. Box outside, out of the Miguel gym, because we haven't got a permanent boxing gym here. What we got is a temporary one, amateur. We're hoping to get a permanent one in here. AJ Carter is ranked 16 in the country. In 2 years' time, AJ Carter will be boxing for the British heavyweight title. That will uplift our community because he's from here. Because these things wasn't around when we was young. Everything about Afewee based on principle, discipline. If a boy come into Afewee and he don't want to be successful, he's going to the door. Because what? When we was young, these tribes wasn't there. Our youngsters are in gangs. We live in this community, so I know. I've been there for 50 years. So what it is, I say to myself, why have our youngsters gone astray? Why did my generation went astray? 1 in 3 of my generation have criminal conviction because of discrimination. Just imagine. I'm going to take you back before the riot of 1981, back to the 70s. As a young man growing up, there was no black people working in no Barclay Bank, no government building, no town hall, nothing at all. Guys like us who comes over here, our father sent us, bring us over here to improve your life. You go to school with white kids. You dreams like them. When you finish and you go to the career officer, what does he do? He sends you to go and find a labourer job. So your pride of going to the top, down. The guys who wasn't working like ourselves are done for suspected person, attempted theft, stop and search. These crimes, these was illegal crime. Lord Scarman report stated. Just imagine, late at night, if you're out of your community, you have to worry about policeman. You have to hide from police. You also have to hide from white guys who are racist because you're new into this country. So everybody's against you. Our only safety net was Relton Road. People think Brixton was a black. It wasn't a black community. Only one part of Brixton was black, was Relton Road, where that's our safety net. So that when we go out of our area, we have people like ourselves who can protect us because we don't have the system and we don't have the people. Everyone's against us. So it leads to the 1981 riot environment like this. All these black people who now are working in Barclay Banks, job center, and government building, and footballers, they owe it all to my generation. Because we chosen not to follow our fathers. We chosen that we have dreams. So we decide that We're not going to go to places where you said, okay, please don't want to be a prime minister. Don't have big dream. Be contented. We didn't. So we embark on the street, bring criminal conviction around, end up, force us. The system criminalized my generation, turned us into rebels. But funny enough, that was my happiest time in this country. When we was rebels, when we could do what we want. Because the system wasn't there for us, and the people wasn't there for us. It led to the riots, where guys like me, now the wreck was built. I get a chance to come off the street, go into the wreck. I spent 8 years in this building here, training and getting qualified, just to realize that I tried to get a job, and I couldn't find no job that give me self-esteem. Back behind bars again, 1994. This time, I realized my destiny. I was sitting in my cell, and I look into myself, deep into myself, and I say to myself, you don't want to come back to a place like this. You must be a loser to be in here in the first place, and you must have done something wrong. You have to admit all of these things to yourself first. I then say to myself, what was my strength when I was out in the street? What was my passion? My strength was I was a qualified football coach, I was a weight instructor, I was a fitness trainer, and I was a swimming teacher. What was my passion? I used to work with Dick Shepherd Youth Center, helping young boys. So that's my passion. I say to myself, when you reach certain age of life, you stop thinking of money because your grave is coming near. I am almost 60. So I look into myself, I said, what's the purpose of life? I said, the purpose of life is how you treat your fellow human being. And how you live in your community. I've always chased money and was never good at it. So he jumps up to me, slapped me in the face, and say to me, son, your real passion is your love for your community and the future of the young people in the community. It was further enforced. During the time I was in prison, they brought this so-called drama and theater in prison to help rehabilitate prisoners' time. But in my case, it works. They brought this drama and theater in. And I was involved in a drama and theater dealing with bullying. They asked us to attend the second European Conference of Theatre in prison of Manchester University. We was the only prisoners there out of Europe. All of the prisoners was there. Governors, everything. They asked me up on stage because we was the only prisoners there. Asked us up on stage to speak about our experience of prison and also the drama. I went up there and I spoke, and sitting in the audience at the back of the class, the back of the audience was the head of the education department in my prison. So when I finished, this head of education department comes up to me and say to me, Coach Steadman, you was really good. You speak with passion. You speak with honesty. What you must do, Steadman, is once you release, you must go into your community and find something that you're passionate about. The reason why this means so much is, as I stated, I've got speech impaired. So that was my biggest problem. So for this lady to actually come and tell me that I sound good on stage really boosts me up because I didn't thought I could speak. I mean, yeah, seems funny nowadays. But I didn't thought I could speak. So this lady really boosts me. I was released from prison 1997. The result is I standing up here talking to you now. Afewee is for the community. Afewee is for the unspoken voice of the community. Afewee do not discredit against sexuality, race, culture, gender, religion, and disability. Afewee is the way of life. It's about equality for our youngsters. That's what Afewee love is. Thank you very much.